Hey everyone, this is Renee Frey from Talent Q, and you're listening to the Conscious Professional Podcast. More people than ever want to be happy in their career and personal life, but they're going about it all wrong. I'm here to set the record straight and emphasize the importance of prioritizing your mindset. I'm thrilled you're here. Before we dive into today's episode, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everyone who joined me last week for our 50th episode celebration live on LinkedIn. It was such an awesome milestone to celebrate with all of you. If you missed it, don't worry. You can still catch the replay on my LinkedIn profile, which is always linked in the show notes for you. Before we get into today's episode, my husband and I got the best, earliest Christmas present ever. Rockin' hard, fit bodies. We have been in our gym at Farrell's Extreme Body Shaping Annual Challenge Contest, and we wrapped up yesterday. Farrell's picks one male winner and one female winner across all of their gyms for their annual challenge. We are hoping to be the first couple ever to win, but if we don't win, in my mind, we have already won. I'm down over 34 pounds. I went from 32% body fat down to 17. We are both thrilled with our results. The ultimate key to our success was how they taught us macros and tracking our food in MyFitnessPal and eating 6 meals a day. See, my whole life, I was a chronic dieter ever since college. I would starve myself in the past to lose weight, then I'd gain it all back. I was on this constant yo-yo like every several years. And during this Farrell's, I wasn't hungry at all because they taught us macros. I eat 6 times a day, and it's just incredible. My husband and I can't wait to continue our healthy lifestyle into the future. If you want to see a before and after photo of us, I'll throw it in the show notes and hopefully it'll inspire you. Now, today's episode is extra special because whether you're watching on YouTube or listening to this, it's Christmas Eve. The time of year is perfect for giving yourself a meaningful gift, the gift of a growth mindset. We're going to talk about how shifting your mindset can help you unlock your career potential and set yourself up for an incredible, successful new year and 2025. Now, in psychology, there are 2 different types of mindsets discussed frequently. There's fixed mindset and growth mindset. If you have a growth mindset, you believe your intelligence and abilities can be developed and improved with effort and learning. If you have a fixed mindset, you believe these traits are innate and cannot be changed. I'll share an example of 2 people in a work situation so you can clearly see the difference between fixed and growth mindset. All right. Emma and Dan work at the same company in similar roles. One day, their boss announces that there's a promotion spot available, and to be considered, employees need to develop a presentation on how they can lead a new project and learn a specific software tool for the job. Emma's immediate response is, I'm not a leader. I've never done presentations before. And learning that new tool sounds way too hard. This just isn't for me. Emma decides not to apply for the promo and continues on in her role, feeling resentful that the promotion process seems unfair. Dan, his immediate response is, I've never led a project or used the software before, but this is a chance to learn. If I put in effort, I might surprise myself. So what does he do? He goes and signs up for an online course on that software, asks his colleagues for some advice on presenting, stays late at work a few nights to practice with some people watching him. And if you've heard me describe these two coworkers, Emma and Dan, and that promotion, put yourself in their shoes. If your response would be similar to Emma's, and you just had an epiphany that you fall into that fixed mindset category, don't worry. The good news is you can develop a growth mindset. It's going to take some diligent work on your part because your current beliefs about how the world is, I'm sure, are deeply ingrained in your thoughts and beliefs, but they can change. Now, it's not all or nothing when it comes to mindset. Some of you may have a fixed mindset when it comes to something in particular, and you might have a growth mindset in all other areas. What I've seen with my clients is a lot of people have a fixed mindset when it comes to money. They believe money is a limited resource and they don't have the capability to become a millionaire, say if that was one of their goals, that they just don't believe it's possible. Growth mindset people believe there is an unlimited amount of money in the world, and if they see someone who is currently a millionaire, then they believe that is proof then that it's possible for them too. Now, if you followed me for a while, you know me. I am a growth mindset junkie. I believe anything is possible. I don't believe in failure. I believe if something didn't go as planned, I learn from it. Maybe I go back and try a different approach, but I keep going and moving forward. I'm inspired by others who are successful. I believe my skills and talents can continue to grow even further to greater heights. I see challenges as opportunities, and I'm always stretching myself to get out of my comfort zone because that's where all the magic happens. If you've listened to any of my episodes, you know at the end of every episode, I encourage all of you to go make one change to be better than you were yesterday. This is my daily life philosophy, to be better today than I was yesterday. Constant, consistent focus on growth. This is how I've wired myself to be. When you adopt or have a growth mindset, you are open to change and willing to sit in the unknown and being comfortable getting uncomfortable. It's like when you tackle a big project, you're thinking, what if it was easy? What if it worked? If you have a fixed mindset, you give up easily. You feel threatened by others' success. You are focused on trying to prove yourself. You shy away from unfamiliar things. So after hearing the details that I've shared behind growth and fixed mindset, let's reflect on the past year. Did you step out of your comfort zone? How many times did you do that? Did you take on new challenges to try to stretch yourself? Try to recall how often you tried to stretch yourself and seek out new opportunities. How many times did you do that last year? Having a growth mindset is the ultimate gift as it builds resilience when you have to face rejection, when you fail, or you make a mistake. You just keep going forward, one foot in front of another. We've all made mistakes in our careers. Hell, I made one at Target that I thought would cost me my job, and it ended up being no big deal. I'll never forget this situation at Target Corporation. A time I made a huge mistake. I thought it was a career-ending mistake. Like I thought I was going to get fired because of it. Let me tell you what happened. I was recruiting for a director level role, and after the interviews, the entire interview team would gather together and meet to recap, to discuss the candidate if we recommended moving forward and hiring them, or if we should turn them down for the position. The HR director, who was part of the interview team, unfortunately was unable to make it to our recap meeting. The entire interview panel, aside from her, since I didn't get her feedback yet, they were all a thumbs up to hire this director candidate. I was so excited. I moved forward with getting approvals for compensation from my HR partner. I went so far as I extended the offer to the candidate and they accepted the job. Then I realized, oh shit, I didn't get the HR director's feedback on the interviews. This was a gal who was tough. She was not warm and friendly. She was a tough cookie. And now I own up to all my mistakes. So after telling my boss what happened, and I shared with her the approach that I was going to take, I went down to the HR director's office and I explained to her what had happened. And I was super scared, thinking I was going to get fired. I shared with her that I was moving too quickly to secure the candidate for the role and I would never do it again. And moving forward, I showed her I created a checklist so that I would make sure no steps would ever be missed and her feedback wouldn't be missed again. And she was like, okay, that's fine. She wasn't upset or angry, and I didn't lose my job. Whew, I was so relieved. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back from taking risks or trying something new. At some point, we all make mistakes at work, or we're out of a job and we have to be able to come back from rejection. Hell, I've been fired before. I've been laid off twice. I'm still here running a successful business and feeling incredibly fulfilled in my career. Now, developing a growth mindset is key when it comes to rejection, especially when you are on the job hunt. Did you know it takes 35 online applications to land one interview? And that's if your resume is in tip-top shape. And we all know everyone hates writing their resumes, right? That is loads of rejection. When you keep applying to job after job after job and you get the same canned email, thanks but no thanks, that shit chips away at your confidence. It can even tear some people apart, leading them to believe they're no good, their skills suck, they're never going to find a job, there's nothing available for them. These are the instances where you got to get your mind right, locked in on reality and what you want. Those rejection emails have nothing to fucking do with you. I know, you're like, bullshit, Renee. Those rejection emails have everything to do with me. They rejected my resume and my background and my skills. That recruiter, hiring manager, or HR person didn't think you were a good fit for the role or the company. So fucking what? Big deal. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It's one more position you can cross off your list that you don't have to worry about anymore. The way I see it, that position wasn't the position for you. The right one is just around the corner. I see rejection as one step closer to a job you'll love. When you become a master of your thoughts and you're able to reframe them like I just did, which you can do, if you get into my 5-day mindset detox challenge, and it's always linked in the show notes, you can create what you want in your life more quickly. As we head into 2025, a lot of people will set new goals for this year. I want you to sit down, take some quiet time for yourself, reflect on what it is that you really, really, really want, and then create a stretch goal, like an oh shit goal, like, oh shit, I'm not sure this is possible goal. That's how wild I want that goal to be. Then I want you to write that shit down in present tense. If you feel I want to earn $200,000 this year. You write down, it is December 31st, 2025, and my W-2 said $200,000. Or maybe you want a job where you don't have a micromanaging boss. I want you to write down, I love my job and my boss is empowering. I want you to know that anything is possible. What you desire in your heart, it is here meant for you. Your desires will not pass you by as long as you take action and go for it. Inspired action and intention are the keys to success and creating everything you want in your life. Now, sometimes we need permission to do things. I'm giving you permission to apply to a job you are passionate about. I am giving you permission to ask for that promotion you've been waiting for. I give you permission to reach out to past colleagues you haven't talked to in ages and stay in touch with your network because you never know what new opportunity might be headed your way from someone that you know. If you need help with any of these, taking action on any of these, join me at my upcoming live free training. The training is incredible. It's entirely free, and I give you 4 proven strategies to land a new job fast so you can stop wasting your time applying to jobs online. This training will be live on January 9th at 11 a.m., but you gotta register to join. So make sure you check out the show notes and you grab your seat. Let me tell you something. It's not possible to be good at everything. There are times when people need help with their careers. Actually, I feel like more people need help, but they don't take action and reach out and ask for help. That's your ego saying, if I ask someone, I'll be seen as weak or stupid or incapable. Bullshit. The people that ask others for support are the ones who are wildly successful. You cannot get out of your own way if you cannot see the forest through the trees. Someone else who isn't sitting in your emotions and your thoughts can see it. They can see the forest through the trees and help you get further than you've ever imagined. And I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible, which is why I've created a vast network of resources for people who are feeling stuck or stagnant in their career. Check out all the resources available to you in the show notes of this episode. They're there for you to use to achieve the goals you have in your career. As we wrap up this Christmas Eve episode, I want to leave you with this. The best gift you can give yourself this holiday season is believing in your own potential. There is so much magic in discovering what you're capable of. Take just a teeny moment during your time away from work to think about what you really want. Set those big, wild, hairy goals and know with the right mindset and action, anything is possible. Let this holiday be a reminder to dream big and go after it. Merry Christmas and happy holidays. Here's to making 2025 your best year yet. So the key points from today's episode are: a growth mindset helps you embrace challenges, learn from mistakes, and unlock your career potential. Reframe rejection as one step closer to success, not a reflection of your worth. Set bold stretch goals, take action, and leverage your network to achieve a career breakthrough. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Share this episode with someone you love and go make one change to be better than you were yesterday. Live your life with intention. I believe in you. I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible. So if you would, please hit the follow button so we can grow our community of conscious professionals. Whether you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, the button is at the top of the page. See you next week, everyone. Cheers.